Hey people, I hope you're doing well. Today you will join us to personally my favorite place in Aguascalientes. I'm talking about El Barrio de la Estación. We're going to start with a beautiful space museum or Museo Espacio. It was inaugurated on January 29 of 2016. It is located in the complex that is part of the old railway workshops. If you enjoy learning about new cultures, you should definitely assist. It is an enclosure created for contemporary art and its various expressions. Its mission is to preserve the architectural and historical heritage for the old locomotive workshops, as well as to bring the community closer together and spread among them the imprint for the social, economic, and industrial development that they represent. One of its main objectives is to link the general public to the different contemporary artistic practices through exhibitions, shows, workshops, projects, and activities that permit the social appropriation of a space designed for interaction. You seriously have to come.
If you're a person who loves history, you should definitely visit the old locomotive workshop or El Antiguo Taller de Locomotoras, which was built between 1898 and 1900, and as its name indicates, here the locomotives of the Central Railway and later the National Railways were arranged. This property was the most important during the first stage of the railway era. It is currently a unique space for social events and exhibitions. In this building, you could visit the exhibition After Steam Modernization and Diesel, with which it is intended to make visitors aware of the transition from the use of old steam locomotives to diesel locomotives in the year 60s. Even if you're not a tourist and you live in Aguascalientes, it is a very good place to learn a little about the history of our state and the great importance that the railway had in it.
Hi, I'm Evelyn and I'm gonna be talking about Ferronales neighborhood. Within some traditional neighborhoods of Aguascalientes is the well-known Ferronales neighborhood, full of tradition and history behind its doors and gardens. But have you ever wondered why its style is not typical of an old house with a patio? In a moment I'll tell you everything about the history of this neighborhood, its architectural style, and its relationship with the state's railway industry. The neighborhood was created basically because all of the American engineers and their families who were moving to Aguascalientes to work in the railway industry. So people from here wanted them to feel like home. So that's why the neighborhood has all the American architecture influences. Ferronales, more than a colony, is history, architecture, and importance. Today it can be considered as part of the Fico 13 complex, and it's cataloged as the first of its kind in Aguascalientes, distinguished by its artistic and architectural characteristics.
Fantastic.
The Central Library, located on the center of the city, is part of the railway center. This one with a long history behind it. After a definite closure of the railway center in 1999 and restoring one of the previously workshops, the library was founded in 2002. This was the purpose of educational uses and as a training center. Since you knew a little about the history, I will show you why it is that you should know her. We should visit the Central Library because it allows us to get closer to our culture. Also, you should visit it if you love literature. This is because of the large collections of books that we will not find in other libraries, and that make the library one of the most emblematic places of culture in Aguascalientes. Also, when you visit it, you have to have a lot of free time. This is because of the many hallways full of books and interesting pictures of the before railway center. Also, if you want to enjoy a really great book, you could take it with you and spend a really nice moment on the reader's room. Of course, if you're going to visit it, you should be prepared for having a really great time.
Well, our travel ends here. I wish you could visit these places in person and know how beautiful they are. Have a wonderful day.